Hello, I'm POK, and welcome back to Reanimal. Now, this is a little different than what I've been doing with the series because I made a little bit of an accident. So, with episode 4, I opened OBS, I started it, and let's just say the file in which me and Barry recorded it no longer exists. I was gonna do this series anyway. This is it's basically all achievements and secrets. I'm going back through and getting those things done. And again, I was gonna do this anyway, but I'm starting it now. I figured out that I could just start us at the checkpoints, like at that chapter. But that one's gone anyway, so I might as well go back and do this since I only just now figured it out. And with this, I do have two people in particular to thank for some of it. It was, I'm not exactly sure how to say this person's name, but FV0RT3X. That's where I got the music from. It's only a couple tracks that I'm just going to be looping a few times. That it's just the game music. So I want to say thank you to them. And then Maka91 Productions, which they did a full secrets and achievements run, and that's kind of what I was using to go and find all of them, which were really helpful, really concise. So if you do want to see a more concise, like just the achievements and stuff, this is like the whole game through it. So right here, this is the first secret and like partial achievement since it is part of one. This is the mask, and I will be talking about each one individually as we get to them, but I probably won't be talking through the whole thing. I just wanted to get a bit of an explanation as to what's going on. But again, Maka91 Productions, MAKA, then the rest is, you know, should know how to spell that. But yeah, they did a wonderful job. Like, I could play that without even needing sound. It's very concise, shows you exactly where everything is and cuts between it all. But if you do want to stick around, see the gameplay, it is sped up as you've seen, but this shows a bit of the gameplay as well as every secret spot. I set it up so it'll slow down for every secret, just enough to like show exactly where it is and how to grab it. But yeah, with that being said, I'll let you enjoy. I'll cut back in whenever there's a new thing to explain. But otherwise, hope you enjoy. This here is one of the there's not very many missable ones, but that one is there's 10 seats that you have to take, and you can only get one per area, even if there is multiple seats. But that's the first one you can get, and yeah, you can miss, like, there's more than 10, but you can miss them if you just don't happen to get to it. And then this one here is the second mask that you can grab. I'm honestly not even sure what it is. It's some kind of like ball of worms. This next one is 3 different kinds of achievements. One is Dark Tourist, where you push that guy off. Second is the second seat you can get for the resting your legs or some kind of achievement of that like. And then this one is, I think it's 20 posters in total that give you concept art. I missed that one prior in the actual series I was doing, but I now have that one. With this, I don't know if you actually had to go... God, I don't know if you had to go in that door, but after that, or even before that, you can go to that second door, and this is another one of the secrets with... this is actually a missable one? Well, yeah, it's definitely a missable one. It's another hat. I thought this was a different one. Sorry. But, yeah, that's the third, I believe, hat. Yeah, third. Then this will be the second poster. This here is the third chair, and I will say now because I forgot prior to mention it, but there is like a save icon that will pop up in the bottom right, which will tell you that you indeed have that locked in as your chair for the like area. Coming up very shortly, there are two things here that are for achievements and the secret ending of the game. Well, this one here is the, I think it's called Rabbit Shrines or some kind of shrine. And that one, if you don't get this, it is part of a missable achievement, but I don't think it's for an ending exactly. If you don't get, and you have to get them in each, like one playthrough. You can't go back into chapter select for it. As well as the coffins here. These are also a missable one where you can't go back with chapter select. Most of the hats and posters are available through chapter select, meaning you can just go back as many times as you need. But with things like this, if you don't get it in one playthrough and you use chapter select to grab it, it will not count towards it. Meanwhile, things like the masks and already grabbed concept art, you can unlock those and use them in other playthroughs. Now, there's no actual secret or achievement that you can do in this area, but I will say there was a significant lag spike, so you will see a cut in just a moment where I had to go about fixing that. Just wanted to let you all know about that, as to why there is a change in graphics all of a sudden. Alright, and then the next achievement here is one of the next posters, which I believe is the fourth one. And I also pause here for a second because I completely forgot if I was supposed to sit in this chair, and it wasn't giving me the prompt, so I had to go back and check. Again, Maka 91 Productions, they were amazing. This here is the fourth mask. You do have to crouch through that hole, not press E or anything. And of course, next up is the fifth poster, as well as another missable achievement. Up towards where I'm heading now, that is a brick on the floor, which you need to get the like shock and awe or pop and awe achievement. Oh yeah, you can see it there. I it's a little zoomed out for me, so I wasn't able to actually see the achievement. But that one is just breaking the machine. And annoyingly, for a significant amount of this area, as I recently learned, the sister that is following me around she's crouched. I don't know what happened or why it was happening, but she stayed crouched for a majority of this until we got to I can't remember the exact time when she stopped crouching, but it was when we inevitably died because of her crouching. Oh, and this is another one of the rest your legs achievements. I think the third spot. I don't know why I sat there twice, but yeah, she joins you there when there is an available seat, which is nice. This here is another one I almost forgot about, the fifth poster. Sorry if I'm getting the numbers on this wrong. I did not think ahead enough to actually make a script, as this is my first like voiceover thing I have attempted. I thankfully learned plenty about this location from my actual series, as I think I died like 4 times in this room because I didn't know what I was doing. And as you will see in a moment, this is the next Rest Your Legs achievement. Number 4, I think. There are 2 seats in this room, but as I said prior, you can only get 1 per area. So, depending on which one you sit on, that's the one that counts towards your achievement. And there is something, if you're doing co-op and both people own the game and you both want the achievements, you do both have to sit on that. As you can see, I had to do a lot of waiting because of her constant crouching. This here is another Rest Your Legs achievement. Number 5. Again, sorry if I misnumbered these. And then this next one coming up in just a second here is actually 2 achievements. One is to kill critters, 5 of them. I can't remember the actual name of it. And the second one is the masks, which this is critter number 1 and mask number 5, I believe, which is the traffic cone that I was already wearing. The last one was the pig head, if you didn't notice prior. That one was worn by the sister, which my friend Barry, who couldn't accompany me for this because of, well, it was more that it was just kind of a grind, but I still had fun with it. Like, I honestly had a lot of fun doing this, even though it was just me running as fast as I could through the areas. But yeah, he is the one that uses the pig mask on the sister character. So unfortunately, I am not allowed to wear it. I did that, but I could change it. But there is a significant gap for this. And here, while there is no achievement, I honestly don't know how I managed this twice. I will say I am using keyboard, which for some reason nerfs me incredibly. It does recommend the controller. I don't know what really happens, but when you're moving, if the camera pans, for controller, it'll continue moving you as normal. But for keyboard, you have to change your inputs based on how the camera's focused. I don't... I know Barry, he uses controller, but I personally don't... I don't even think I have one I could use, so... yeah, not really sure how to check on that. And here, poster number, I believe, 6. Or, no, 5, I think. Again, apologies, I did not think too far ahead on this. And shortly, this will be another achievement one, where you have to explode, I believe it's 20 of the, either 23 or 24 landmines that are in the world. That would be number 2 there. And just up ahead, this will be Ch1-3 and 4. I unfortunately don't remember the name of the achievement of these, which I apologize for. But just up ahead is yet another one of the achievements. This is one of the coffins, one of the admissible ones, which is, again, one that you have to get in one playthrough. this next upcoming one is another one of the coffins, which I will reiterate once more. That is a completely missable one that you will not be able to go back for, not like the different masks. And I do want to iterate the purpose of the shrines, which I saw in Maka91 Productions. He said that if you do not get all the shrines in the same run, you can also not get the 18 masks achievement, because there are a total of 18 masks that can be collected. I believe because the fifth shrine that you can light will give you a mask if you have lit all prior shrines before it. And this here is another one of the sea mines, which was not in Maka91 Productions video. I just somehow got completely turned around when going to the next area. And here what I was making a beeline for is a scarecrow, which on its head was a second critter, as well as the, I believe, sixth hat to be collected. And that in of itself is supposedly all 18 of the secret items in the first 3 chapters, even though there are actually a couple more things to be found further on. Like what I head to right here is the second of these shrines. Which again is one of the missable ones. You will not be able to get the mask achievement either. You don't have to do this, I just wanted to see it. There are a few bugs and glitches if you go too fast, which right here is another poster, but as I saw, if you're going too fast and you enter cutscenes or something without giving the game proper time to load things through, the AI can get stuck on certain objects, or it can, as you saw before, get stuck crouching. And I will start a bit of an outro just before we get towards the end here, because there is one more achievement, well, progress towards an achievement. Right up ahead, it is another poster, which I believe is the 7th. And yeah, I want to thank you so much for watching. This is all secrets and achievement-based things from chapters 1 through 3. And I will be doing another installment of this after we finish the next 3 chapters on the main story. I will be doing that with Barry for the actual series, so I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.